Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gain of 16 yards.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side.
Garoppolo.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A gain of
that
4.
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
They'll run it with Coleman. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up. Short. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. The This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Down 49ers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Mostert. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point.
Point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Giants 3. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Freeman. He spins free. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Darius Slayton.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, gun.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 28, Giants 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jones on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,